Wake up, everyone! It's time for the Kids Corner. And I have a feeling that Mr. Jacobs' radio is going to be switched on, and we'll all get to join our friends on the Kids Corner. There's sure to be programs, songs, and tons of fun. So get ready! There's no telling what kinds of adventure and lessons are in store on this week's Kids Corner. Well, here we go!
Whoa! What's going on in here?
Hi, Ashley. Mr. Jacobs and I are setting up for a party.
So I gathered with all the tables and chairs.
Yeah, we're expecting a lot of people.
Party, huh? Is it for someone I know?
I don't know. Do you know my older sister, Marion?
Oh, no I don't. Is it her birthday or something?
Not exactly. She did a lot of work for her school and...
Here's the box of tablecloths, Gwen. I think the red ones would work best.
Yeah, me too.
Hi, Ashley. Great news about Gwen's sister, isn't it?
Hey, Mr. Jacobs. Yeah, she was just telling me about what this party is for.
Oh, right. Well, she did a lot of work for her school, and they decided that she should be given money for a trip to Europe.
What? That's great! But why Europe?
They want her to do some work for them, mostly social studies. You know, like seeing how people live and stuff.
Sounds interesting.
I guess. I think it kind of sounds boring.
Not me. I'd love to do stuff like that. Going to a new place, trying new foods, learning new languages.
Hey, girls, you want to get the tables ready? I've got to get the food started.
All right, can we listen to the radio while we get everything ready, Mr. Jacobs?
Sounds fine to me.
That's all the dishes. Marion is gonna love this.
I don't think the garage has ever looked this fancy. When is your family planning on getting here, Gwen?
I'm not sure, Mr. Jacobs. I can text them if you want.
If you wouldn't mind.
No problem.
How are you doing over here, Ashley?
Oh, I'm fine. This is gonna be a pretty fancy party.
I know, but it's a pretty special occasion. After all that hard work, Gwen's sister deserves a little congratulation.
I guess.
You guess?
Yeah, I mean, I get that she worked really hard, but should she really get a big party for doing something good?
I'm not following you. You think we should be giving her a party if she didn't do well?
That's not what I'm saying. It's just that I thought the Bible said not to do things so that we would get noticed. Remember when we were talking about being the light of the world a few weeks ago? We're supposed to be doing things for God's glory, not ours.
You have a point. But to ease your conscience, I don't think Marion did any of this hard work just to get noticed.
But she's getting a party for it. Even if she didn't mean to get attention, she's getting it. Isn't that wrong?
Not at all. I understand where you're coming from, and sometimes having a party in honor of something you've done can make it easy to be proud. But celebrating good deeds and hard work isn't wrong. Sometimes honoring people is the right thing to do. In fact, verses like 1 Timothy 5:17, Romans 12:10, and 1 Peter 2:17 all tell us that we should honor others.
So, sorry, what's honor?
Honor is when you show someone respect, when you encourage them, and when you say good things about them.
Oh, I see.
You still look a little confused.
I am, but I'll figure it out.
While you do you mind if I listen to the radio?
Nah, go ahead.
Well, everything looks set for the party. Thanks again for letting us celebrate here, Mr. Jacobs.
My pleasure, Gwen. So, how do you feel about this whole thing?
You mean Marion getting a trip to Europe? I think it's cool. You have no idea how much she's wanted to go. It's nice to see her so happy.
God's pretty amazing, isn't he?
Sure. Did he do something? I thought we were talking about Marion.
Oh, we were. I was just thinking how cool it is that God made a way for her to take a trip that she's always wanted to go on.
He did?
Sure. In Proverbs 16:9, it says that people make plans. But God is the one that makes sure that the plans actually work out.
That's what I thought. That's why I was confused earlier.
You were confused?
Yeah, I was wondering why we should celebrate people doing things, because it was really God all along.
I'm confused the other way. My sister was doing all the work. I didn't see God doing anything.
That's because God works behind the scenes, Gwen.
Well, what about in front of the scenes, Ashley? Is that not important?
These are good questions, and I think I might have a way to explain.
A drama script?
Well, actually, a recording of one. Let me see if I can go find it. I'll be right back. And now, from the garage of Lionel Jacobs comes the fascinating drama, The Silly Puppet, an illustrated biblical teaching about strength. Once upon a time, in a little cottage, there was a puppeteer.
Hello there, name's Geppetto. Showtime isn't until 5 this evening, sorry.
Geppetto's puppets were very special ones. They not only could think and feel like real people, but they could talk to each other.
We can. How? We're just puppets.
It's just a story, Juniper. Don't get too worried about it.
But Mahogany, it's okay. It's trying.
The puppeteer was very talented, and people would come from far and wide to see his shows. The show's popularity did not go unnoticed by the puppets.
Another great show. Good job, Juniper.
Thanks, Mahogany. Good thing the puppeteer knows what he's doing.
What do you mean?
He always knows when to make us dance and sing and what to make us say. I know I just mess everything up.
This thought troubled Mahogany.
It's not the puppeteer that people cheer for when we have a show. It's us, the puppets. The puppeteer isn't out there telling jokes and throwing things around and making people laugh.
Well, maybe not directly, but he's definitely the reason we can do anything.
We'll see about that.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to put on my own show.
The next day, the puppeteer began setting up the stage for the next show.
There we go, all set. Be right back, my puppet friends. I'm going to get lunch. This is going to be a great show.
Now is my chance.
Stop! Oh dear, I can't watch.
As soon as the puppeteer walked away, Mahogany slipped from her place behind the curtain and fell flat on the stage.
Mahogany, are you all right?
I'm perfectly fine. Just gotta get up off of my face.
This was a strange feeling for the limp puppet, lying flat on the stage. She was used to dancing and jumping around, not helplessly staring at the wooden floor.
Is there an audience?
I don't see anyone.
It became obvious that the only reason that Mahogany, Juniper, or any of the other puppets could do anything was because the puppeteer was behind the scenes. And it's the same thing when it comes to what we do as humans. What we don't often realize is we can only do great things because God allows us to. If we try to do anything in our own strength, we'll end up falling rather short of spectacular. When did your family say they'd be here, Gwen?
Oh, any minute, actually.
Is something on your mind?
Oh, I was just thinking about the drama we listened to earlier. The one with the puppets.
Oh, yeah?
I remember doing that one with Sam and Kyle. That was a good one.
Yeah, I got what it was trying to say, but I'm a little confused. If we can't do anything without God, does that mean we can't do wrong things without God?
I don't think so.
That is a tough one, Gwen. And there are a lot of people who have different ways of thinking about it. To make something clear right off, God does not make us do wrong things, nor does he try to make us do wrong things. James 1:13 is very clear about that.
That's good, but that's not exactly answering the question.
Right. Well, the way I see it, God keeps everything going. In Colossians 1:17 it says that he holds everything together, and as we said before, he's the one who says what happens.
That makes sense so far.
Where it gets a little tricky is God has told us what he wants each of us to do. But sometimes we decide we don't want to follow his plans, and we do whatever we want. That's when things get messy. The important thing is to follow God's plan. If we do that, we don't have anything to worry about.
Because if we try to go against his plans, our plans will lose every time.
That's for sure.
This is a lot to think about. I don't know if I understand all of this.
Honestly, Gwen, I don't think many people do.
Oh, they're here!
Oh, well, I'll see you guys later.
You don't have to go, Ashley. Join us.
Really?
Sure, let me introduce you.
And I'll turn off the radio.